Hi everyone, happy Sunday. Sorry I missed you last Sunday. I ran a half marathon and some family things were going on and got a little distracted and unfortunately uh, got pulled away from what I feel like an important part of what I'm doing in life today. So I apologize for not seeing you guys last Sunday, and as we all know, life will take control, and sometimes we allow other things to happen that will pull us away what's important. But I'm back, and today is the last of the topics of why I didn't think I'd ever want to be going to church or be a Christian. And so my last story is it happened probably about a year before I walked into the church I go to today. And it has to do with some of my ex-husband and family. And so there was some stories that were being told that wasn't quite true, and some things had happened. And so myself, I'm a true believer in to make things talked about in a way of like, let's get truth out. I always suggest, hey, why don't we all just sit together and talk together? And I'm a true believer in that because I find that seems to help in any process of what's being said or not said. So a bunch of stuff was being said, and unfortunately my ex had to come and talk to my daughter about some stuff that wasn't true. And he had to actually tell her some things that I personally never told her. 15 years from the time we were divorced, I didn't feel she needed to know all the truth about things that happened between her father and I. But unfortunately, because of some stories that got put out, it had to come out. So my ex-husband had to come and tell my daughter some stuff. And he brought a person with him that is a person that goes to church, is a very strong Christian, is somebody that walks into a church every Sunday, and then I'm not sure what happens afterwards. And the crazy thing is, this person and I got along. I mean, literally about a year and a half before this happened, I have pictures of her and I together and being friends and enjoying each other. And so they were always open to coming to my home, my ex-in-laws, and there was always an open door. And so when this happened, this person came and pretty much started accusing my daughter of it was almost like it was their fault that they didn't have a relationship with when she was younger. And it got kind of ugly, and I remember sitting there getting more and more frustrated with this person and thinking to myself, I don't understand why this had to happen to my child. And as my daughter was sitting there, she's getting more and more upset and crying, and I'm looking like, I didn't think it was okay to come and accuse and lie to somebody and treat somebody badly if you supposedly went to church and you were supposed to be a good Christian. And then all of a sudden, this same person decided to start talking to my daughter about her beliefs of why my daughter should never marry, and why my daughter's lifestyle wasn't quite what she thought was okay, and for reasons. And at the same breath, she was trying to explain, but I love you, but this is not the way the Bible tells me that you're supposed to be. And at that point, my daughter broke down heavily and started crying. And I remember looking at her like, this is why I don't go to church. I didn't understand it. It's like, I was almost out ready to write a book of like saying, God watches you Monday through Saturday as well. You don't go in church and that's the only time God sees you. God sees you every single day, every step you take. And if you go into church on Sunday and believe that that's the only time he's looking, then you're going to be making some hurtful mistakes during the week. So not that it would have mattered if I was a Christian or not. At the time I wasn't a Christian, so I got up and I remember getting in this woman's face and kicked her out. And I kicked her out in a way of saying words that I don't normally say anymore, but at that time, boy, I was angry. And more angry because my daughter sat there just crying, and she had nothing to do with any of this. This whole craziness was all brought up by people wanting to gossip and tell stories and make ugly out of something that never happened. And this was all done by somebody that went to church every Sunday. And again, so I'm sitting back there going, I don't know what goes on in this building. I don't know what's in that book, because I had at that time never read the Bible. I don't know why people think it's okay to treat other people and be hurtful and pretty much lie about people, but it was happening. And after this, she left. Unfortunately, at that time, her father had to sit there and tell her the gory details of what he did to me when we were married, and it broke my daughter's heart. It crushed her. It crushed her in ways of the thought that she didn't have the same relationship with him anymore. She didn't now want even to trust her other part of that family. She was devastated by the stuff that was said that wasn't true. And to this day, she still struggles with having a relationship with them. And it's heartbreaking to see your child get hurt. I mean, it's one thing when you get hurt or someone attacks you, you can pretty much stand up and take it. But when you see your child, it's just crushing. And at that moment, Caitlin and I became tighter and tighter. And the one thing I vow with both my children is, you can attack me, you can come after me, but please don't ever come after my child. And that was kind of the first step of knowing that. And so, again, after all that happened, I thought to myself, wow, I don't want to be a Christian. I don't want to go to church. I'm not sure what's in that Bible. But again, I'm sitting here today, a very strong believer in Jesus, a very strong believer in why churches are important. Yes, you can pray outside of church and you can have a relationship with God outside of church, but I'm finding that the relationships you build with people that go to the same church is so important. They are truly, at this point, the group of people that I spend most of my time with are the most amazing people I've ever met, and I can't even imagine life without them. They stand by me. They walk a journey with me, even though they know some of my uglies and some of my faults, and they know the sins that I make. But every day, they don't leave this house or leave being around me without telling me they love me. And it's mutual. The love that you get with this awesome family is so important. And I didn't understand that until actually going to church, finding people and realizing what life has been with these people. And I love them dearly. I love them like my children. I would protect them like my children. Now my daughter has the same relationship with these same people, and the love that they give my daughter is what true Christians should be giving. What we have experienced in our past and around other people, and the crazy thing is some of the blood people haven't been as loving as some of these Christian people that I vow that I'm never going to be in that relationship. And here I am today. I got a family of Christian people who just love, and they have their own faults and their own dysfunctions and stuff, but man, they are the most amazing people that I have ever met. Beyond blessed to have them. I spend at least one night a week with them. I spend, other nights, I have small groups now. I do Bible, the crazy thing, I'm doing a Bible study on Thursday nights. These things are important to me now, because now that I know the Bible, now I can help others really understand what that Bible means, and what we might have been told and seen in the past isn't necessarily what the Bible is telling people to do and say to other people. So I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying helping others have a relationship with God the right way. I mean, I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, but what I'm saying is that we all deserve it, no matter who you are or where you've been or what you're doing even today. You have the opportunity to just have a love and a relationship with God, Jesus, and a group of people that will love you for who you are. And man, every time I'm down, those people are right there to help pick me up. And even after this long week that I had, the strength that I had from people that just tell me daily that they love me and support me every single day has been incredible. So, but more incredible is the fact that my daughter has the exact same thing. For who she is, for how she is, they look at her as that's how God created her. We love her. And the joy on my face when I see my daughter with these people that just love on her, and she smiles and she's happy, and she has this relationship with people that love her, and it's incredible. So I'm here to say that it's okay. Trust. Just because there's a few bad seeds in some things doesn't mean that's all the seeds. As I've grown older, in everything you have, the over-the-top Christians, the over-top Muslims, the over-top, any type of religious group. You have over-the-tops people that are hurtful in different organizations and jobs and so forth. We can't go through life living it by the bad ones. We need to go through life meeting the good ones and then growing with those good ones. So I'm going to pray that, some of you reach out and come to my Alpha group next Monday. It starts on February 18th. Like I said, it's not at a church. It's in the safety of my backyard. It's going to be fun. It's a free dinner, so, hey, one night of the week you don't have to cook or think about what you're going to make. You come here, or you eat dinner with us. We watch a short little video, and we grow together, and we try to figure out why we're here on earth and, why things happen. Even one of the topics is, why does, because the biggest question is, why does God let bad things happen? These are questions that we all have. So I hope that you reach out. I have an invite on my Facebook page. It's called Alpha. You could either click on that and learn more about that, or you can always text or call me, or you can just message me. So I pray that you reach out and you grow with me, and I will continue my journey on video with you guys. There's so many more other stories that I'm excited about telling you about, and kind of where I'm at today, and how I keep fighting to stay where I'm at today. So I love you all. I pray for you all, and I hope to see you soon. Have a great night, great week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Thank you. Love you.